Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for starting your week with us. I am Louisa Lee, here to keep you informed and entertained. 欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给你最新最有趣的新闻。First, in the U.S., blocks away from the White House, police in riot gear moved in to clear occupied D.C. protesters' tents over the weekend, enforcing a no-camping regulation on the demonstrators who are furious over the growing income gap, corporate greed, and an unfair tax structure that favors the rich. 8 people have been arrested following the scuffles at the protest site. It has been their homes since October, until Saturday when dozens of police officers sealed off McPherson Square, taking down tents belonging to the protesters in downtown Washington under the no camping law. Sanitation workers also joined in to clean the area of 4 months of accumulated debris. Despite of the unrest, which led to the arrest of 8 demonstrators, some have vowed to carry on the movement by sleeping on sidewalks or seek shelters elsewhere. The National Park Service has previously gave warnings that it would start enforcing the no camping ban on those who camp out in McPherson Square and Freedom Plaza. 美国警方似乎开始针对各个城市占领公共场所的示威者进行驱离。在 Washington D.C., 警方强制清除示威者的帐篷，还逮捕了8个不肯配合的抗议民众。And in Australia, with authorities making the evacuation mandatory, thousands of residents fled from their hometown after a record deluge swept through the region, killing 1 individual. Experts warn that the water level may rise as high as 15 meters by Tuesday night. 南半球的 Australia 现在正在淹大水 ，Queensland 西南部的 St. George 专家警告水位可能会达到15公尺高，呼吁居民赶快撤离。
The Queensland state government has ordered mandatory evacuations from the town of St. George, as rising floodwaters threaten the Australian town of 3,800. A nearby river is expected to peak at 13.4 meters on Monday morning, and could continue to rise in the coming days. Authorities have built a temporary levee to stop the water, but it has already started to weaken in some spots. Patients being treated at local hospitals have been evacuated to Brisbane in the Gold Coast by the Royal Flying Doctors Service. Queensland Premier Anna Bligh flew to St. George on Sunday for a disaster management meeting with the local council and police. And the cold spell across Europe is being blamed for causing the lives of more than 200 people, with 131 deaths reported in Ukraine alone. The freezing temperatures have also created traffic chaos throughout the region, with the London Heathrow Airport cutting half of its flights on Sunday. 欧洲最近的大雪不但造成许多人死亡，暴风雪还在西移动，让 Rome 也西渐地下起大雪来。
The cold snap that wreaked havoc on Eastern and Central Europe this week has moved west over the weekend, bringing a rare snowfall in Rome. The Italian capital has been brought to a standstill by the snow. Eastern Europe has been particularly badly hit by the cold snap. People in Ukraine are severely affected by the coldest winter in 6 years. The overnight temperatures are as low as minus 33 degrees Celsius, pushing the death toll from the icy temperatures to 131 people. The streets of Serbia's capital, Belgrade, are also covered by snow, with the army sending soldiers to clear the pavements. 6 people have died from the cold. And fearing that the death toll may continue to rise, the Serbian government has declared a state of emergency in 19 municipalities. The government also advises businesses and residents to reduce energy consumption to help prevent shortages.
The recent crash of the ferry Chardin has created another great panic and complaints among the 262 passengers on board, with people fearing a repeat of the Costa Concordia disaster, which claimed the lives of 17. Fortunately, all passengers and crew members got off the ship safe and sound. 意大利有一艘邮轮在罗马附近一个港口遇到暴风雪，撞上岸边，船身破了一个大洞，还好船上的所有乘客都获救。
The Chardin passenger ferry is the latest vessel at the centre of a maritime drama in Italian waters. Some 300 people were rescued unharmed when the ship rammed into a pier in a storm, ripping a gaping hole in its hull. Shaken passengers say there were no life jackets and they were told little about what was happening.
At
11 p.m., after we had dinner, we went to the bar for a drink, and we were chatting, and at some point there was a strong jolt and everything shook. My boyfriend went and told me he saw there was a hole. It was very frightening, and the crew members were all incompetent because they couldn't even talk. No one was able to tell us what had happened. My boyfriend said there was water, 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 and I asked him, what do we do? We weren't given life jackets, nothing. We didn't know what to do.
Ci hanno trasferito da una nave all'altra, al freddo, stanotte perché eravamo ghiacciati.
We were transferred from one ship to another in the cold of night, this man says. We were freezing, but they made us get off the ship in conditions of a clear emergency over planks in the snow and ice, without life jackets because there weren't any, not even in the cabins. I'm speechless. The incident comes less than a month after the Costa Concordia cruise ship capsized after hitting rocks as it sailed just 150 meters off the island of Giglio.
Turning to entertainment news, after filing for bankruptcy last month, Eastman Kodak Company wants to end its costly naming rights to the Kodak Theater, a Hollywood landmark that has allowed stars to shine since the year of 2000. Kodak 公司在申请破产之后，现在也决定要让出 Kodak Theater 的冠名权，举办 Oscar 的 Kodak Theater 走入历史，让很多的影迷都很舍不得。
The photography company has asked the CIM Group, which owns the mall that the theater is housed in, to release the company from its 20-year contract. Kodak currently pays $4 million a year to have its name associated with the theater, and the whole deal is worth $75 million. As the 84th Academy Awards ceremony is around the corner, Academy officials are still open to venue discussions and are considering moving the Oscars out of Hollywood to downtown Los Angeles at the Nokia Theater.
Hollywood and the Kodak, or whatever it's going to be called, is where the awards have been for the last 10 years, and we don't have any big reason to want to leave. But we're going to make that decision as we negotiate with them.
Prior to its decade stay at the Kodak Theater, the Oscars was first presented in 1929 at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, and later have had stints at other venues such as Biltmore Hotel and Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. The move will be a disappointment to some fans since the awards ceremony has been held at the Kodak Theater since 2002.
I mean, you can't really take it away from Hollywood Boulevard. The Oscars have been here for how many years? The first Oscars was right here at the Roosevelt, and it's always been right here. So, I don't know, it seems like something that they should keep right here in Hollywood.
The Kodak Theater cost $94 million to build, was completed in 2001, and was designed specifically to house the Oscars.
And to movie news, critics are saying it's a powerhouse performance by actor Michael Shannon. The intriguing American drama Taking Shelter captures the fear of a young husband who senses the danger of an approaching storm. 今天还要介绍给您的是，在坎城影展得到最佳影片的《历劫重生》。故事是关于一个男子开始相信末日预言，而产生一连串的奇怪行为。
I think that's the best compliment you can give a man. Take a look at his life and say, that's good.
Is the world really coming to an end, or is it all in his own head? Actor Michael Shannon as Curtis has apocalyptic visions and dreams, giving him no choice but to build a storm shelter in an attempt to keep his family safe. However, his strange obsession starts to take a toll on his once strong marriage as he devotes all his time and money into it.
Where the hell have you been? I know, I'm sorry. I had to run in here.
I'm going to build out the tornado shelter in my backyard. I could use some help.
The hell you want to do that for?
Samantha!
Are you out of your mind?
I'm doing this for us. I know you don't understand.
You want to waste money on a stupid tornado shelter?
Your mother was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in her 30s.
I thought people were watching me and listening to me.
Stewart's been telling me how strange Curtis has been acting lately.
Is anyone seeing this? Tell people what you've been doing.
I know, I'm sorry.
Is this how you treat friends?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And Taking Shelter will hit cinemas this Friday. And that is all the time we have for this edition. I am Louisa Lee, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Meanwhile, stay with CTS to find out what's going on around the island.